So welcome back to my channel. Now, I know that quite a lot of people, certainly on YouTube, haven't been to all of my properties, so forgive me if I'm repeating myself, but we're back in the city centre property today. This is the big block of 27 flats, and we've got 13 garages. Now, we don't use them, we did. So we used to rent these garages out for £50 a month, and it was just a little bit of money, I suppose, pocket money. But the problem that the garages started to cause, now you can see here that the land that the garages are on is all privately owned, it's all ours, but when people started to park in front of the garages, they started to block other people in. So you can imagine here, owning this garage as a tenant, and then another car parked here, and then another one parked here. There's 3, maybe even 4 cars you can't get out. So I was finding that about 8 or 9 years ago, I was waking up to loads of calls in the office with people getting quite upset because they couldn't get their cars out and they needed to go to work. And it was just causing more problems than it was worth for the amount of money we were making. So we decided to lock them down. Even if we rented them for storage, it still causes problems with people parking in front of them. So now they're all screwed shut, they're all secured, there's nothing in them, and we don't rent them. But remember last time we came here, we've got this little bit of land behind this garage here that people were using, and they were dumping old tyres. So we've locked that up now, and we've put a little sign on there saying private, keep out. What are the intentions? What are we going to do with these moving forwards? I don't know yet. I'm not in a massive hurry to do anything with them. You know, the garage doors need painting. It does need smartening up a little bit, and we might need to resurface the driveway, but at the moment it's not causing me any bother. I'm not particularly motivated by renting them out. Let's go inside the property, because we've got one of the flats that has just become vacated, and we're going to do an inspection just to see if we can pay the tenant's deposit back. So let's go and have a look. It's nice to see this now, because before we used to have a commercial premises here, and it was really busy, and it was a real problem trying to even park my own car here. But this is another bugbear of mine. So we've got the bin room, we've got commercial waste bins here, we've got 2 recycling bins, we've got 1, 2, 3 black waste bins, and people still just dump their stuff on the side instead of just literally picking it up and putting it in the bin. How hard is that? It just really frustrates me. There's no need for it at all, because otherwise we start getting rats and vermin and it starts to become a problem. So we are in the city centre. This used to be an old school, because it's actually called College House. And when we go into the back garden, you won't even know that we're in the city. Come have a look. I mean, look at this. So it's all secured with security doors and security access doors. But look at this beautiful back garden. I mean, it's beautiful in the summertime. You wouldn't think you're in the city centre. I know a lot of people might have seen this already. So the property starts literally where the little white flat extension is there, and then it goes up here, and it's all of that, 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 and all of that. And it consists of 27 flats. So we actually found this property, we sourced it initially by direct to vendor landlord letters. That's when you write to somebody and ask them if they want to sell their house. And the guy got back in touch with me and said, yes, I do. He said, but I want £1.3 million. He actually said to me, how deep are your pockets? And this was about 10 years ago. And we didn't have £1.3 million then. So we didn't buy it. And eventually it went on the market with an agent, and we bought it eventually about a year later from an agent, and we got it for £1.1 million. Now, we spent about £250,000 on this property. And what we did is we downsized it. So it was, I think, 29 flats, and we downsized it to 27, and we made some of them bigger. And then we got it revalued based on the decoration and the refurb that we did at £2.4 million. So we actually made about £1 million profit on this one deal, and we still got all of the garden yet. So, you know, we can still potentially do something with this. For those of you that follow me, some people say, you know, why don't you move forward quicker? Why don't you do, like, you know, you could have built on this by now, you could have done this, you could have done that. Yeah, but you know what? I'm okay doing what I'm doing. We're not a massive team, you know, there's probably only, well, in the property side of things, we've probably got about 8 or 9 of us. And we're okay, you know, I'm all right doing what we do, just a little bit at a time. Anyway, let's go inside here. Let's get over to the flats. Now, the flats are separated, so we've got one block here, which kind of ends where this big building side here is where the chimney has been pointed. Then we've got another block here, and then we've got another block there, and they're all completely separate access. So we're going to that one today, and we're going to go into flat number 3, which is on the 2nd floor, and it's just been vacated. So we're going to have a look to see what kind of condition the tenants left it in. Right, come on in. We keep all of the keys in key safes in the cellar, and I'll tell you why in a second. Let's just get the light on. Now, again, causes lots of controversy. We use key safes. Everyone says, go online, look at the locksmith lawyer and blah, blah, blah. I know, look, anything can be broken into. Now, the reason we do this is that if a tenant locks themselves out, then we can quite easily just give them the code over the phone so they can come downstairs and they can access their key that opens their flat. Now, we wouldn't be able to do that if we had any other system. If somebody wanted to break in to one of the flats, it would be easier for them to force the door or to smash a window than come down and try and break in a key safe. Because at the end of the day, burglary is burglary, theft is theft. It doesn't matter how you gain access. So it makes no difference. If you've got that mens rea or that guilty knowledge or that intent of breaking into a property, it doesn't make a difference of whether they open a key safe or whether they kick the door in. So theft is theft, folks. So also down in the cellars, now this is just a very small one. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 cellars, might even have 5. Each of the tenants have got their own meters, so everything is separately metered. Some of them are on prepaid, some of them aren't. It's up to the tenant, because we allow them to do whatever they want to do with their bills and their utilities. It's completely up to them how they want to do it. So they're all completely accessible here. If the tenant needs to come and do a reading, they just come downstairs and they just do a reading as normal. So every single flat here is separately metered. Right, let's go up into flat 3. Let's see if we're going to withhold any of the deposit. I don't know when the last time it was that I was in here in this one. Okay, right, so the tenant has checked out. I am going to knock. I always knock just in case. Hello? I don't remember the last time I was in here. Oh wow, coming in. What a lovely little apartment. I've forgotten how nice it is in here. This building's made up of studios, 1 beds, 2 beds, and there's even a HMO room in this building as well. Now, I don't know how long the tenant was here for. I'm not sure. But you immediately walk in here and you've got this room. You could turn it into whatever you wanted to. Obviously the choice would be yours. You can have it as a living room, you can have it as a bedroom. It's entirely up to you. Now, we don't have any gas here, folks, so we do have to put electric heating in. There's not much of an option. There's no mains gas coming into the property, and we've got no intention of putting any in because it would be too expensive. So coming up. So first impressions, by the way. Smells okay, smells relatively fresh. No smell of tobacco or any illegal substances. Looks clean, the walls look stain-free, clean, looks good. So we come into this side of the property here. What a lovely little apartment. So we've got a little kitchenette here, and you can come in, we've got like a living room, there's a couch here, obviously where they've had the television there. There's a dining table here, little bookshelf. There's a big crack there that I've just noticed. That's interesting. I hope it's just a surface crack, but I've never seen that before. So that's going to need sorting out. Never seen that before. And then we've got the ensuite, or not ensuite, sorry, but the toilet and the shower. So nice little toilet and shower. Clean as anything, clean as a whistle. Shower's clean, no black mould, no damp. It's good, it's really good, really impressed. So the things we look for when it comes to doing tenant checkouts, lots of different things. First of all, is it tidy? Does it need cleaning? Has it been cleaned? This is clean. Are there any marks on the carpet that we can't put down as wear and tear? Burn marks, that's a big one. Any pet marks, although we don't allow pets in this property, but that's another big one. Any damage to the furniture that isn't wear and tear? Scratches, rips, burn marks, cigarette marks. Then the kitchen. Is there anything in the kitchen, like burns on the work surface, that would cause, obviously, us to have to replace it? Damage to the kitchen units, any damage to the fridge, any dents, things like that. So this is perfect, by the way. Nothing in the fridge, look, completely clean, absolutely brilliant. There's absolutely no reason whatsoever that I'd be withholding any money at all from this tenant. I mean, look at that cooker. Again, it's almost like it's never been used. That cooker is absolutely spotless. I mean, I don't know, the tenant's not using cookers anymore. Or is it me? Because that's the second cooker I've had this month that has come back completely spotless, like it's never been used. Absolutely brilliant. So in terms of wear and tear, what do we allow for wear and tear? Well, sticky finger marks on the wall, something like that. That's just a raw plug that someone's hung a picture on. You know, we wouldn't be taking any deposit off for that. That's wear and tear. There is a crack in the wall here. That's not the tenant's fault, obviously. Don't know whether it's just a surface crack. I think it probably is. I've got another one there as well. It's probably just a crack in the plaster. So we wouldn't be withholding anything for that. Wear and tear would be, you know, potentially any damp issues or black mold and stuff in the bathroom. That would be our responsibility. And dirty marks on the carpet. You know, people are going to be using it. They're walking in, they're coming in, they're going out. That would be classed as wear and tear as well. Once again, I'm more than happy to pay this deposit back. Why wouldn't I? Absolutely perfect condition. So if you like my videos, folks, I'm here doing this kind of stuff on a daily basis. I would love a little bit of support from you, from my community. This relatively new channel, if you could click on that subscribe button and click on the like button and leave a comment, the algorithm will like that and it will push it out to more people. Because I'm here just sharing the reality, the good and the bad of property investing. And I'll see you on the next one.